We are now in the third heat for the seniors, 15 years old and up. These are the veterans of the club. Most of these drivers are about in their early 20s and late teens, but we've had drivers anywhere from right at 15 years old to their late 60s and beyond. So this is where the adults race. 7 karts in the field today. The same 7 that ran the first heat and the second heat. And they're going to get a third one here. On the front row is number 705, Jarrett Leach. And number 722, Buddy Munn. On the second row is Jared Mead on the inside in the black cart, number 743. And number 755 is Jordan Kennedy. Row 3, Aaron Kennedy on the inside in cart 776. And Gerald Casely, the points leader, in the 701. And at the back, number 787, the rookie, Kyle Marr. They're all lined up. It looks as though they're going to try and get a green flag start here this lap. And the head flagger will give them the green, and we're going to start side by side into turn number 1. Some real tight quarters, and it looks like Jarrett Leach has gone out of the first 2 corners ahead. And he is now the leader, Jarrett Leach. Car number 705. He's got the orange helmet. And they're side by side into the S's as Aaron Kennedy and Jared Mead go into turn number 5. And there's a spin, and they held on. Wow, they only lost a few positions. They were bouncing around in those karts. And you can see where the veterans come into play here. They were able to hold those karts on the track. Great job. And it looks like it's Aaron Kennedy who's inherited second place after all of that. Gerald Casely running in third position. Jordan Kennedy in fourth position. And Jared Mead rounds out the top 5 in the black number 743. As they come around, crossing the start finish, they're going to start lap number 3. This is a 15 lap heat race. And some very crucial points to decide the starting lineup for the feature. So these points are needed. They're very much needed, especially in a competitive field like the seniors. Here comes Aaron Kennedy, and he's going to get some help from Gerald Casely and his brother Jordan. So here they come. Aaron Kennedy, he can thank his little brother and his friend Gerald for that lead. And Casely tucks into second place. Leach was able to split Casely and Jordan Kennedy into third, and Jordan is in fourth. Aaron Kennedy continues to lead. After those few corners, Gerald Casely tucked right under his back bumper, and he's going to make a move down in turn 5 and is going to take the lead. So Gerald Casely leads the race now, and Kennedy's going to come back around the outside. Can he make the move around the outside? He's going to try and get his nose in there into turn 2. Not quite, so Casely will keep it. Gerald Casely, the defending national champion, the defending club champion, and runs kart number 1. The 1 designation can only be used by the defending champion here in championship kart racing here at East Coast Karting. So driving that number 1 kart is Gerald Casely at the front. He's got Aaron Kennedy right behind him. There are the 2 first drivers in the field. Casely leading, Aaron Kennedy in second. Jordan Kennedy's running in third. He's got a couple karts behind him, so he's more preoccupied with what's behind him than what's in front of him. So the gap is growing a little bit as he's trying to defend his third place. But there are those 2 leaders. You can see the gap developing between the top 2 and the next 4. As we watch the leaders here, Aaron Kennedy is starting to close in on Gerald Casely. Bouncing around through the S's and into turn number 5, and Kennedy's making up a little bit of ground. He's got the quickest lap so far. Let's see if it holds. Gerald Casely broke the best lap, 25:45, and Kennedy broke it again, 25:42. So Aaron Kennedy in second place in this battle has the fastest lap of the race, 25.42. And there he is right on the bumper now. There's absolutely no distance between them. And it looks as though Kennedy is setting up to try and get by him soon if he can. But Casely, being the defending club champion, a former maritime level champion and national champion, he is one tough nut to crack. It's going to be hard to get by him on lap 9 out of 15. There's still 6 laps to go, 5.5, as they tour around this East Coast karting track. And crossing the line in the best lap continues to drop as Gerald Casely has broken Kennedy's best with a 25:37. So Gerald Casely, 25:37. His best lap of the day was a 25:2, but he was underweight in the first heat. So really the first legal lap, or best legal lap, would have been the 25:33 he did in the next heat. Casely has been the quickest driver out all day, but Kennedy is making a charge, and he is right behind him in second place on lap 11 out of 15. And there is still a considerable gap down to third to Jordan Kennedy. He's running in the 755 kart, but he has separated himself from the next three, Jarrett Leach, Jared Mead, and Buddy Munn, as they are running in 4th, 5th, and 6th respectively. As we continue to watch the leaders battle, they're now starting lap number 12 out of 15. Gerald Casely continues to lead. Aaron Kennedy right behind. There is absolutely no distance between them. 0.3 of a second, which is almost the time it takes for the kart length to go by the start-finish line. So you could be on your bumper and be just about 0.2 or 0.3 of a second behind. As they are now on lap 13 out of 15, so 2 laps to go. Next time they would go by the start-finish. As Gerald Casely leads the race. He's got the nice green and orange helmet. It's a very nice design, custom made. As they're coming up to the end of the race here soon enough. Lap 13 complete. They're now starting lap 14, so there's now one more after this one, so 2 to go. We're on lap 14. Fastest lap of the race right now, Gerald Casely. He's improved his 25:33 to a 25:27. So Casely in the lead and the fastest driver so far, but Kennedy is definitely giving him a run. Aaron Kennedy in kart 776 as the white board, the last lap board, comes out, and they're now on their final lap. This is Aaron Kennedy's last chance, and this is Gerald Casely's last lap to defend. We'll see who gets out on top as they come around the final corner. And Kennedy, not quite. It's going to be Gerald Casely taking the checkered. Kennedy second place. And the younger Kennedy, Jordan, is going to finish in third position, holding off a train of 3 karts. And a great finish. So here's a look at the results. After the senior third heat, the final heat of the day as we go into the features. Gerald Casely, number 1, finishes number 1. Second place, number 776, Aaron Kennedy. In third place, 755, Jordan Kennedy. Jarrett Leach was the next driver in that pack in fourth. Fifth is 722, Buddy Munn. Sixth, 743, Jared Mead. And seventh, 787, Kyle Marr. We're going to take a short break, and then we'll be back with the feature races here. Championship Kart Racing on Rogers TV.